Hello once again, and today we're going to be doing a video response to Lawn Boys Post 1975. Nostalgic memories of caravan holidays as a kid. Yes, now we're talking. Because I had a few actually. I mean, back in the day, my parents couldn't afford to fly to abroad or anything like that. You know, so we had to make do with what we had, and that was a little caravan. Actually, we had a few caravans, about 2 or 3 in total. A little caravan, and we had a big caravan, and we had another small caravan, as I remember, all second hand. Also had a trailer tent, I remember that. But obviously, the first I remember is Hastings. Going to Hastings, Hastings Beach, there's caravan sites there. What Lawn Boys Post was saying, Dave, about what you had to put up with, what you did back in the day, like when you had your caravan. Obviously, you had to tow it with your car, because we didn't have a static caravan. We had touring caravans. You know, remember what you said? You didn't have a toilet. You had to go to a block of toilets, inside toilets, so things you had to deal with back in the day. You know, we didn't have the luxuries like of staying in a hotel or a chalet or anything like that, going abroad with 2, 3-star hotel or whatever. Didn't have none of that luxuries. It's like camping. You had to make do with the stuff you had. Obviously, a caravan is a little bit more of an upgrade. Obviously, you can take a portable telly. Had electricity, obviously a car battery. Yeah, remember that. And a little set-up gas thing so you can do your cooking and stuff. Yeah, just basic stuff you had. But you know, it was part of the fun. It was part of the when you were a kid, you just didn't care. You really didn't care when you was a kid. You just part of excitement, you know, going on holiday somewhere different. You know, Hastings was a big part of the holiday experience, because that's where we usually went. Hastings, nice little caravan site we always used to go to. It was like a yearly thing. We did this in summertime. This caravan holidays back then were pretty cheap. Yeah, so I remember the arcades. Had some excellent arcades in Hastings. We had the rocks, climbing up the rocks, little go-karty things, all sorts of things. It's a pebbly beach, you know, the beach was pebbly, so weren't no decent sandy beaches. There was camper sands. Sometimes we used to take a trip to camper sands, used to take a trip, all sorts of different. We would go swimming. There was swimming pools you can go to. It was all good fun. It was all good fun when you were a kid. It's all excitement. Stopping off, having some food, maybe some fish and chips, bring it back to the caravan. Or Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yes, Kentucky Fried Chicken it was known as, not KFC like everything gets abbreviated nowadays. No, it was called KFC. No, it wasn't. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Fucking KFC. You know, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Remember stopping off? Finger licking good. Do you remember that? Finger licking good. Yeah, quite literally. Yeah, Kentucky Fried Chicken. KFC. No. That's what we got to put up with nowadays. Abbreviation. Yeah, KFC. Steak. Kentucky Fried Chicken, rather, fish and chips, rocks. You remember those sticks of rocks? I think you still get them, but yeah, sending a postcard. Do you remember that? Sending a postcard. That's what you usually do if you went abroad. I don't think we did send postcards when we was in the UK. I think that was a late in the years, or where we sort of, when I've been abroad a couple of times, but we're not talking about that. But that was when I was more in my teens, you know. I'm talking about when I was in my single digits, you know, in my early like 10s, 11s. Before this was all before I started high school. Yeah, so Hastings was a big part of it, and also another place called New Romney. It's in Kent. New Romney had a caravan site in there. Bit of a shitty place, but it was like somewhere different. That's where we usually go. It's either Hastings or New Romney. And later on, we got rid of the caravans and started staying in static caravans. Obviously, you had a toilet and everything. Yeah, you had cooking facilities. I think it was all electric, so a little bit of an upgrade from your touring caravan. But yeah, the arcades and everything there. When you were a kid, that's where you wanted to go. Arcades, or go on the go-karts or something like that. Yeah, very nostalgic, very good, really good times, really, really good times. The weather, sometimes it could rain. Had a clubhouse. You remember taking me to the clubhouse where, the parents had a drink and I'll just play on the arcades and things like that. I think I've got pictures. I've got a lot of pictures somewhere. I remember there's time in the 70s. I was really, really young then. In the 70s, we went down to, I think it's Minehead. There was Butlins in Minehead. It's quite a distance from London. Yeah, it's right down Minehead. I can't remember where. It's in Minehead. Where is Minehead? It's in Minehead. Whereabouts is it? I don't know. But yeah, that was in, I think it was 77 or 78, I think. I was really young, but I don't. But all I remember, I've got photographs of it somewhere. It's the Butlins in Minehead. I don't. If it's still there, I don't know. But yeah, looking at the pictures, bloody hell, they're good times. What I can remember. But and my dad had a Granada. I think he had a Granada estate, an old Granada estate, or a console, whatever it was. It was looked like a Granada, an old Granada. Or it could be a later console car. I don't know. Then my dad had a 14. He had many cars. My dad, he used to work in the motor trade, so he always got cars. So one I remember was his blue Mark V Cortina. He used to put the caravan onto the back of that, take it to Hastings or New Romney. There was some place in Ramsgate was another place. New Forest, went down there a couple of times. Really nice down the New Forest. Yeah, so say when it rains, you just make do with what you've got, Like go to the shop or go to the clubhouse, or I don't know. You end up doing something. I never got bored. For a kid, I never got bored because it was always something we found to do. Maybe go to the cinema or something like that. Go for a drive. Something people did back in the day. Just go for an unnecessary drive. Just go around looking at all the stuff. You didn't have to. Nowadays, it's like because the petrol so expensive and all that. You had to. You got to use your car wisely these days. But then you just get in your car and fucking drive. It doesn't matter. Someone will go somewhere, where we'll go, wherever where it takes us. Oh, that looks nice. We'll go there. Yeah, or maybe stop at like a pub or something, have a pub grub. Or, I don't know, it didn't matter, it's in, you just drive around, it didn't matter, back then it just didn't matter. You just drove around, or just go into the Hastings, go to the seafront. You always did something, Also, we had a dog, so we took the dog with us because a lot of caravan sites allowed dogs, and made a good holiday. Yeah, so really had some nostalgic times. The arcades were great. Obviously, spent a lot of time in the arcades, playing games. That's when that got me into gaming. Really, was the arcades. But that's enough. We've done a video about that. Yeah, but I've had a lot of good nostalgic holidays when I was a kid. I loved the caravan holidays. Really good fun times. Where was I? Which day? Rye. I think it was Rye Bay was another one we went to once. But it was usually Hastings. We ended up in Hastings. Nice place, Hastings. Or caravan down. Take the caravan down Coomhaven. Coomhaven was one that's in Hastings, but that's more static caravans. I've been there a couple of times, but that wasn't the caravan site we usually go to. But somewhere else, really nice place. We tend to go there a lot. Caravan holidays, good fun, if you enjoy camping, you probably understand where I'm coming from. But if you're one of these people that are used to luxury hotels and, going abroad, then you ain't going to understand. You never understand. But to me, they were good fun times. And yeah, I don't regret it. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.